Welcome back, Tauros fans, to another edition of All Access. I'm Preslie, and with me is Olivia. And we have another episode for you. We'll also see you tomorrow before we get on the road for Aberdeen this coming weekend. But first, Olivia, what do you have for us?
Yes, so this week we had our Krolls Goal of the week, and that goal was by Davin Nichols. So go ahead and take a quick look at that, and then we'll come back and talk about that.
Then tried to feather it ahead for Nichols, just out of his reach. Comstock hit hard by Dan Ramirez, taking away Nichols. Nichols cuts in, shot, it's in! What a move by Davin Nichols! My goodness!
Definitely a super skilled play from Davin Nichols. You know, I think going into Watertown, there was a lot of expectations for Davin to be the first one to drop gloves or, you know, cause
Everyone
some ruckus.
was excited to see what he was going to do in Watertown.
And I think right off the bat, that skilled goal was definitely not something anyone was expecting, and was super proud of him. So definitely a really fun game for him. Then we also had Philip Wilkin getting the #1 play of the week in the NAHL. So that is going to be over on the NAHL Instagram. If you haven't gotten to take a look at that, make sure you head over there. Obviously, Philip was my player to watch, so definitely super exciting for him. And, you know, we hope to sit down with him and talk soon. Press?
Yes, and that brings us to Ask the Herd, which today's question is, will there be any coaches or player interviews for All Access, for the broadcast? And the answer is yes. We have been on the road for about a month now, so it's kind of hard to time those. But in October, we will have a homestand, and then we also have, I think there's only one away series in November. So we'll be home all November. So we are going to start getting some interviews with players and coaches for you guys to see, you know, before the game or during All Access. So just be sure to stay tuned and continue watching for those.
Yes, definitely excited to, you know, sit down and get to know them more on a hockey level than I'd say our fun content we would be filming, which then brings us to Tauros Tok. As you guys know, Dane has taken quite the liking to social media this week, and fans are definitely loving his content. So we had him and Davin Nichols do a rock, paper, scissors challenge, which we talked about the other day, but we're going to show you guys today because there may or may not be a part 2 coming out at some point today. So definitely make sure you head over to our TikTok and take a look at that. But like Preslie said, take a look at that video, and we'll see you guys tomorrow before we get on the road for Aberdeen.
Start? All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh. I didn't eat anymore. I can't bit anymore. Time out. I bit my finger. Ah! No! Emma Watson, Margot Robbie. Yep. See ya. Drop some mess. No! You can't drink. No! Alexander Dario. No! Bro! Ah! It's in my nose. There's a cracker in my nose. Oh, I gotta slow down here. I can't even think of any other girl. Alright, Matt. Bare minimum. Oh!
He never skips the queso.
Okay, though. Yep. I'm drinking my water. Come on. Bang. Don't slow here.
Breakfast in bed.
Bare minimum.
Flowers.
Bare minimum.
Open the door.
Bare minimum.
I think that's the bare minimum.
Bare minimum. Bare minimum. No.